What's up? I'm Kyle, and this is the Orphan Rescue Update. On this episode, I'm going to give you an update on all of the babies that were integrated into troops during this past baby season. A lot of them have changed so much that you're not even going to recognize them. A few of them still look like their younger selves, but overall, it's pretty incredible how much they've grown and changed. Just a quick announcement before we get into it. I've recently started a Patreon account. The reason I've done this is because I'm not paid by the Vervet Monkey Foundation to do this work. I'm technically a volunteer. You can sort of think of me as like an independent contractor. I'm here to make these videos to help raise awareness about the monkeys and the VMF, to help bring in donations, and to work towards this dream that I have and that the Vervet Monkey Foundation has of creating the Vervet Forest, which is a 1,000-acre wildlife reserve here in South Africa that will act as a release site for all of the monkeys in the enclosures here at the VMF. Now, since I'm not paid, I need to make some sort of income so I can continue to provide you guys with these videos and help raise this awareness and everything. So if you'd like to help me out and subsequently help out the monkeys, then head on over to the Patreon. It's patreon.com/vervet_forest. There's various tiers of donations available from $1 to $50. Anything helps, and in each tier are different rewards that you get for donating a certain amount. Stuff like free images, discounts, updates ahead of time, special videos that won't be released on the YouTube. So if you're curious about that or just learning more about it and you want to find a way to help me out, that's a great way. Head on over to the Patreon. And if you run into any problems, I know that some people from Europe have been having some issues with signing up for the Patreon. If you do have any issues, please email me at thevervetforest@gmail.com. and we can figure out what's going on or work something out together, because I can't always respond on the comments on the YouTube, and I might not see them, and you guys might not see my responses. So just get in touch with me through email if you have any questions or any concerns or problems or anything like that. So let's get into this update episode. The babies that went into D&D this year were Merlin, Timmy, Conjo, and Kobe. The alpha female of D&D Troop is named Precious, and she has adopted Timmy.
So you are funny looking monkey. He's back right foot. Timmy.
Merlin is still with his favorite mom, Phyllis, who is that all-star mom that spent pretty much the entire baby season in the enclosure with the babies. Conjo is still with Hazel, which is the other female that was in the enclosure with the babies and Phyllis. But Conjo is also very confident, so you'll often see him running around in the trees and hanging out on his own, showing off. Merlin, on the other hand, is not so confident and takes his sweet time when traversing the branches. Kobe is doing really well. Despite his rough start and the fact that he never really had his own foster mom, he gets along with everyone in the troop and he hangs out with everyone, so he's doing just fine. The babies that went into Scro Troop this year were Eileen, Janet, Lou, Mo, Groot, and Zabana. Groot and Mo are very independent and don't really hang out with their foster moms so much anymore. They're mostly playing with the juveniles or each other.
Wait.
Lou has been adopted by Alice, but Lou spends most of her time on her own hanging out in the center of the enclosure. Zabana has been adopted by the alpha female named Shosanna.
I don't think he works here.
It's funny how... Exactly.
No, no, no!
Come on, you're holding it with your feet.
And the best part is because her finger's broken, it looks like it's pointing at her. Wait. Wait.
Eileen is still with her foster mom, Kate.
Hello. In the butt. Need to come back and find him.
Eileen's adorable.
She's like, this is my bucket. You can get your own bucket. See you, bye.
And Janet hangs out mostly on her own, running around with the group of rambunctious juveniles, or she's hanging out with Eileen. The babies that joined Gizmo Troop this year were Dylan, Benjamin, Pywaket, and Trisha. I personally think these babies have the best life of them all. Eva is still Dylan's foster mom, and they're madly in love. Trisha likes to spend a lot of time with Eva and Dylan. Trisha and Pywaket have been adopted by the alpha female Plotty and her younger sister, the second in line, Bemble. Benjamin likes to kick it with Pywaket, and they always get into mischief and have a ton of fun. Because Benjamin and Pywaket are hanging out, it means that Benjamin gets to hang out with the alpha females, and he still gets plenty of motherly affection. The monkeys that went into Goliath Troop this year were Jerry, Joby, and Dee Dee. Jerry is the little girl who had the broken foot, and she is a very skittish little monkey. Jerry has been adopted by Mrs. Gold and a shy female named Mum. Mum likes to hang out in the center of the enclosure, and so subsequently Jerry is always in the middle of the enclosure with her or Mrs. Gold. Dee Dee likes to spend her time with a high-ranked female named Dad, so technically I guess you could say that Dee Dee has a mom and a dad. Joby has been adopted by a female named Mandy. Joby spends a ton of time playing with the juveniles. And both Joby and Dee Dee spend a lot of time hanging out with the alpha group. Just a quick reminder, please remember to subscribe to this channel, to like the videos, to share them with your friends, and please remember to watch through the advertisements at least 30 seconds at the beginning, or even click on the advertisements, because that's a great way to help us earn money. The babies that went into Coco Troop this year were Jeffrey, Peggy, Crystal, and Jolie. The babies of Coco Troop also spend a lot of time together as a group. Crystal spends a lot of time with Moki, and they both hang out with the alpha female Zebedee and her daughter Vinea. Peggy and Jolie also both spend a lot of time playing with Crystal and Moki and Vinea and Zebedee. Peggy also has a tendency to be a bit elusive. Jeffrey is all over the place. He can be seen hanging out with anyone at any given time, but he mostly hangs out on his own because he's pretty skittish. But that's not really a surprise, since that's kind of how Joby's attitude has always been toward the troop.
I don't know what's happening. I said I'm not interested in being the shopper.
No.
Food is coming.
The monkeys that went into Saath Troop this year were Shemesh and Nora. Nora and Shemesh have settled in perfectly with the other monkeys of Saath Troop. They are still with their foster moms, Holly and Priya. Shemesh also really enjoys spending time with Delilah. Delilah is one of the two monkeys that helped defend Shemesh and Priya from Acorn when she was trying to steal the babies back in episode 32. Fortunately, all of that has blown over at this point, and you'll actually see the babies playing with Acorn from time to time. Nora is super adventurous and loves climbing and playing in the trees. There are only 10 monkeys in Saath Troop, so it's pretty great to see all of them getting along so well. The monkeys that went into Sickbay Troop this year were Megan and Dumbo. Dumbo has been adopted by Chicken, and they love each other, and Megan has been adopted by Missy, and their relationship's pretty all right.
Is Dumbo?
Ronnie, Logan, and Kofi, 3 juveniles, are still always hanging out and playing with the 2 babies. Ronnie is kind of the older sister, Kofi is the annoying older brother, and Logan just wants to play and be a sweetheart. The monkeys that went into Engelke Troop this year were Maggie, Mr. Miyagi, Elliot, Hannah, and Stick. Elliot and Hannah have been adopted by the top 2 ranking females, Pickle and Whisper. Mr. Miyagi is still a little bit of a loner. He's confused about troop life. He runs around on his own a bunch, but you'll see him with the other babies playing in the trees occasionally. Maggie, the little road trip orphan, runs the troop. She's always hanging out with the alphas. She plays with everyone. She's not afraid to get into a fight, and she's one tough but adorable little monkey. Stick is still hanging around Jesse and Theo, but you also see him on his own and with the other babies. For the most part, everyone just hangs out with everyone, and you're guaranteed to see them all playing in the trees at sunset. So that's it for the baby update. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I think it's pretty incredible how much all of them have already changed and grown in just a couple of months. I've got a new vlog that's coming out on Tuesdays. If you guys haven't checked that out, I suggest you do. It's pretty fun, shows the life here outside of the babies, the other work that we do. Also, go ahead and check out that Patreon if you're interested. I've got a ton of t-shirts now up for sale with different logos, like this one that I'm wearing right now, and all sorts of other stuff, ones that you'll see me wearing in the vlog, plus others that I haven't even gotten printed for myself yet. But those are on Teespring. The link is on the bottom of the screen and in the description below the video. And then next week on Thursday, there will be a brand new episode of a brand new show called Vervet 911, which is going to be all about the little monkey named Ty Lee that some of you may have seen on Instagram, who we released into the wild back to her troop. All right, see y'all next time.